Gypsy-Rose Blanchard sues blogger, claims release of medical records. Gypsy-Rose Blanchard is fuming over a blogger allegedly trashing her and her family's names after a planned partnership went south, and now, she's taking the woman to court. The recently released GRB filed a lawsuit against April Johns, whom Gypsy says presented herself as Francesca Maselli when they first linked up back in 2017, and she's alleging fraud, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, defamation and false light against her. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, Gypsy says she and her father, stepmother Rod and Christy Blanchard, respectively, were approached by Maselli for a possible team-up in media shortly after she was incarcerated for her role in her mother Dee Dee's murder. Gypsy claims Maselli told them she'd be able to produce projects surrounding Gypsy's story that would make her and her fam a ton of money, so she ended up signing a life rights agreement with this woman, and then started telling her everything for 2 years. In the lawsuit, Gypsy says she also provided materials to Maselli, including medical records and crime scene photos from Dee Dee's murder, in the hopes that Maselli would be able to use her connections to get a project off the ground, but Gypsy says that never happened. Instead, she claims nothing ever materialized with Maselli, and after a while she and her family cut her off. That's when things allegedly turned nasty, with Gypsy claiming Maselli started to trash her, her dad and her stepmom online, including making up false stories meant to defame them. Gypsy claims this woman went on a full-fledged hate campaign aimed at smearing her, and alleges she even posted some of the confidential info Gypsy had provided, including her medical records. Gypsy claims this lady had somewhat of a following on platforms like Patreon, and was hinting that Gypsy was lying, misleading the media public. Gypsy suggests because she and the family turned their backs on her after realizing she was never going to produce anything worthwhile, Maselli became obsessed with talking about her, and now, Gypsy says it's hurting her reputation and wants it to stop ASAP. As part of her lawsuit, she's asking for an emergency restraining to muzzle Maselli, whom she claims has continued name-dropping her and posting content about her and her case.